Hello everybody, and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we went over to the Royal Islands and caught Lugia, and in this episode, we're going to do the same thing with Ho this time. To do that, though, we have to go back over to Celadon City and talk to Eugene in the Pokemon Center. What we have to do first is that, as I've stated before in that other video with the roaming legendaries, that you actually have to catch the roaming legendaries. They are completely mandatory, so if you have not caught the roaming legendaries, they're for Raikou and Entei, and I think that Suicune is also included because you also have to catch it as well. But thankfully those Suicunes are not relevant. But if you also have if you have all three legendary beasts, then make sure you have all three of them. Because if you don't, then you're gonna have to go and catch those. And I think if you actually end up defeating them, then I don't know if you can actually attempt this again. But I think otherwise, then I would probably have to say that it's lost forever. So therefore, you won't be able to catch Ho. But since we did catch all three of those, and of course the others being Raikou and Entei, thank God, which. Like I was saying beforehand, I mean, for story reasons, it makes sense because of Raikou and Entei's connection to Ho. But in terms of gameplay, it's stupid. I hate it. I hate that they do that. It's a stupid design choice they ever did. In the original Gold and Silver, though, it's actually completely optional. Like, even with the roaming legendaries, you don't actually have to catch them. Like, you can just go straight over to the Tin Tower. As long as you have the Rainbow Wing, though. But in Crystal, they actually made it mandatory for you to catch all three of the legendary beasts, which, like I said, it's stupid. So anyway, after you catch those legendary beasts, you have to go back over to Celadon City in Kanto, and you talk to Eugene in the Pokemon Center. Then he'll let you know that Ho has returned to the Tin Tower, and he'll go over there. And so that's your cue to go over there as well. So that way, there you can actually be able to explore the rest of Tin Tower, and then go to where Ho is. So that's what we're gonna do in this episode. We're gonna go to where Ho is and catch it. But not only that though, the other requirement is that you have to have the Rainbow Wing. So, I think the Rainbow Wing is given to you, like, early in this game. I think that's what it is, because, let's see. I think it was, like, as early as Ecruteak City, where they... Oh, wait, no, actually, that was, I think that was after you defeat Team Rocket in the, Radio Tower Goldenrod City. But I can't exactly remember. Well, I do know that that was the case in Gold version. And then, of course, we got the Silver Wing from the Old Man in Kanto in Peter City, which is what's needed for Lugia and the Royal Islands. But the opposite would be true for for Silver. Like, let's say, like for instance, like in the original Gold version, you get the Rainbow Wing from after defeating Team Rocket in the Radio Tower, and then the Silver Wing is from the Old Man in Peter City in Kanto. In Silver version, it's the exact opposite. So there you have it. But yeah, as long as you have that kind of requirement, just by getting the Rainbow Wing. But in the original Gold and Silver, you just need the Rainbow Wing, and you don't have to worry about roaming legendaries. But in Crystal, like I've been saying, it's absolutely mandatory, and, like I said, it's very stupid, so... Anyway, so the thing with the Tin Tower, it's kind of maze-like. As you go to the upper floors, you have these arenas where you're going to bounce off of, which actually kind of looks fun when you do that. Like, boing, boing. Actually looks fun when it does that. I like when it does that. It's actually a maze-like, though, so, I mean, if you're, So those of you who are like me, who are absolute kleptomaniacs and want to go after those items, then, you're going to be here for a while. And actually, as a matter of fact, I was here for quite a long time, and I actually managed to get lost. So, because they go by their own kind of branching pathways. So, if you don't know the entire layout of it all, then you could just be spending quite a lot of time here if you're just going after everything, or for all the items here. Oh, rare candy, nice. So that's actually what happened to me. I ended up getting lost in this tower. As you can see here, you can see that swing pillar. It's actually a very much like the Sprout Tower in Violet City. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's more of a carbon copy of the Sprout Tower, just with new layouts and added mazes. Not only because of the how it looks, but also the Pokemon are the same. So yeah, to those of you who are wondering what kind of wild Pokemon you might encounter, if there's like some better ones. Well, I hate to break it to you, but nothing's different about the Sprout Tower. It's all just Rattatas and nighttime Ghastlies. And they're not very impressive either, because they're just still in the low levels. Give me a whistle while I drink my water here. Yeah, I was going to make sure I have something to hydrate myself here, so, But yeah, those are the only kind of Pokemon you will encounter, just like Rattatas, well, mostly during the day, and then Ghastlies at night. So yeah, it's literally the same as in Sprout Tower, aside from the design layouts here. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they actually changed the name of Tin Tower to Bell Tower. Which I suppose actually makes more sense though, because you know, I guess since Ho is kind of more associated with bells and all that, so I mean that could be the reason. Not exactly quite sure that you know, where 10 Tower originated from. I know that like according to the lore, the burn tower actually used to be called the Brass Tower, and then since it was burned down, then of course then they just call it the burn tower. So I mean that's kind of insult, I would have to say. So anyway, trying to think what else is there to talk about. Oh yeah, I think I might have already mentioned this beforehand, like about Lugia and Ho's roles in Heart Gold and Silver. Arnie, goddammit, not now! I'm busy here. I'm in the middle of exploring. I'm in the 10 Tower. No, I don't want to battle you. Fuck off! I don't want to battle you right now. So yeah, we'll just wait till later. In fact, probably not at all. I'm busy right now, trying to find a legendary and you know, a potential legendary that can definitely whoop your ass. But anyway, so. Back to what I was saying, in Heart Gold and Silver, they actually, they made Ho and Lugia more, well, depending on the version, though, for the, for those, Mascot Legendaries, they actually made a lot more, plot relevant and, more important, to where, like, you know, let's say in the original Gold and Silver, they're actually, still optional, but, Heart Gold and Silver actually made them more, a little more integral to the plot. Or, like, let's say in, Heart Gold, after you get all 8 of the badges, then you go over to Agritique City and battle the 5 Komodo girls in a row, like all in a row with no breaks. And then after you get done with that, then you'll be informed that the legendary or Ho actually returned to the 10 Tower or Bell Tower is what it's called. And then you go up to the Bell Tower, and then you'll see a Ho to come down and catch it. And it's actually mandatory for you to at least encounter the Virgin Mascot. Unlike at Gold and Silver was optional, like, you know, and the remakes, they're completely mandatory. Although you can actually just either, you know, just either defeat them or catch them, but I mean, I always just catch them anyway, just for the sake of Pokedex completion. That's what I always do for all these legendaries, because, you know, if I just want to fill up my Pokedex, and also, mainly for the fact that, you know, this is a Let's Play, and, you know, as a Let's Play, I actually have to catch them, so, you know, it's one of those things. I also got these warp tiles right here. They can actually just, you know, go from place to place, and even in different floors here. Because this tower has quite a lot of floors, so, you know, if you don't know exactly where you're at, then you're going to be in this place for quite a while now. I wouldn't really say, like, it's not quite as complex as the Royal Islands, but it's pretty long, and, you know, it can still be pretty maze-like if you don't know exactly where you're going, or just trying to utilize where the paths will take you. And I did not mean to go over to the Pokegear at all. Let me think. Yeah, I think that's just pretty much all there is to say. So yeah, like a lot of the stuff about the 10 Tower and all that stuff. And yeah, like I said, you'd also be able to catch both legendaries in each version. In Crystal, they're both level 60s, but Gold and Silver actually has them in like in opposite levels. Like in Gold version, Ho will be level 40, and then Lugia will be level 70, and then Silver it's vice versa. So so there you go. Alright, so looks like we made it over to the rooftop, and there it is. It's the Phoenix itself. A Grand Phoenix, I would say, so I'm gonna go ahead and save here just in case. Usually I don't like to save during recording sessions just in case I get recording fuck-ups, but, you know, I haven't had much trouble lately, so... Anyway, also, once the battle starts, I'm gonna let you listen to this battle theme that I played over. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this here. I fucking love this theme. I love it. 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 Without a doubt, my absolute favorite, and I mean my absolute favorite legendary theme of all time. It's so fucking good. I love it so much. Yeah, this is a. Those you're wondering, if you would have already guessed right now, this is a Ho's battle theme that was in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And, you know, first I listened to it, oh my god, it's so epic. It really plays the traditional Japanese style very well, but it's so badass and just epic at the same time. Like, outright, you know, legendary if I do say so myself. And really fits Ho just so well. Oh my god, I love this theme so much. It's so fucking good. Ugh. I'm so glad Heart Gold and Soul Silver actually, you know, gave the legendary mascots their own themes instead of the wild Johto theme. You know, they really, I'm so thankful for that. You know, they really did such a good job at just making themes. You know, and I do love Lugia's theme. It's so cool. You know, and also badass. But Ho's theme really knocks it out of the park. Like, oh god, I'm so glad. You know, thank you, Game Freak, and you know whoever composed the song or composed the original track, and you know, and since it was Heart Gold Soul, yeah, it's actually an original Heart Gold Soul Silver track. And so, yeah, that's the reason why I want to play this, because, I mean, they are their own themes, and it's kind of lame to just continue or letting the Wild Johto theme to play. So I figured just to put them over there, because it's supposed to represent them. It's supposed to fit them at all costs, and, you know, it has to be that way. But Ho's theme, oh, God. Love it so much. It's such a damn good theme. And, you know, and remember, whichever remixes and make it epic, but, like, God, it's such a cool song. It really is. I love it so much, and I don't know if it probably will happen. I mean, I know we just got the announcement of Pokemon Legends ZA, which I'm actually excited for, but I did mention, you know, with the possibility of the Johto games also getting the Let's Go treatment, but if they do, I really do hope they bring this scene back for Ho. And, you know, they can also do the same with Lugia, but especially Ho scene, I really do hope they bring it back, and just give it a nice little orchestral theme. Which is actually one of the things I like about the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee with the updated soundtrack with orchestration there, which really sounds so good. So I'm actually looking forward to see what it'll sound like if they ever bring it back, which I really do. I really hope they do. But God, you know, I can keep going on just how awesome this track is. It's such a good track. I love it. Really love how Heart Gold and Soul Silver actually just did them justice and just giving them their own themes, and God, I'm at a loss for words. So anyway, regardless of whether this seems, how cool this theme is, it's still a legendary battle. So let's go and talk about it. So anyway, so Ho is a fire and flying type. It's only the item called the Sacred Ash. Can't remember what it does though, but it has moves Gust, Recover, Fire Blast, and Sunny Day. It actually doesn't have its signature move, which is Sacred Fire. Because, you know, that's what it's supposed to be, so it's kind of weird in a way. But yeah, same thing with Lugia. It's also a real pain in the ass to try to deal with, because, you know, this fucker will try to spam Recover as much as it wants to. So yeah, be careful with that, because, you know, since it'll spam Recover, that's what it's been doing during this recording session, that it keeps on spamming the ever-living crap out of Recover, and it'll annoy me to death, and, like, it'll just keep coming out of its Ultra Ball that I keep throwing at it. So, and that's the reason why I'm speeding this up, and it actually took a lot longer for me to catch it than with Lugia. So yeah, that's one thing you want to be careful for, and it's a good thing I actually paralyzed at the same time. But yeah, he'll keep on trying to spam Recover whenever it wants to, because yeah, that's how the battle just takes a lot longer than necessary. And to and also to talk a little more about Ho, to take a look at the sets here. It's actually more of a physical attacker. I know at the moment, since Sacred Fire is of course a fire type, obviously, then it's still in the special category, but I think from what I've heard, it becomes a physical in Gen 4. I might have to look it up though, because I mean I'm on Bulbapedia, but you know it's great with a special defense as well, but it's actually more of a physical attacker. So let me see. I'm gonna check to see what Sacred Fire does, or if it's okay, yeah, I was right, physical. So yeah, it becomes a physical move starting with Gen 4. But you know, at the moment, then it's still a special. It's a special move in this gen, like before the split. So and also another fun fact about Ho. To those of you who actually don't know, to those of you who haven't really watched the anime, Ho actually made its appearance, I kid you not, in the very first episode of Season 1 of the anime, because that was when Ash first saw Ho. That was actually the first legendary that they witnessed when he started his journey, like after the seeing all the spears and all that. And then they takes a look at the Ho that was there. It was actually like a gold colored, but at the time because they haven't figured out what color to go for. But yeah, that was yeah, Ho, a Gen 2 Pokemon that that didn't appear in the original Red and Blue games at all. Actually made its appearance in the very first episode of the anime, like all the way back in Season 1. So yeah, it actually goes to show to all of you Gen 1ers out there that there's actually more than 151 Pokemon. And so, like, there's probably still going to be more. So that's, like, you know, very first hint that there's definitely more than 151 Pokemon just by catching a glimpse of Ho. I know that later episodes in the anime where, like, they start gradually bringing in more Gen 2 Pokemon. Like, there was Missy and her Togepi, and then I think there was also that instance with the first movie where this one guy that Ash was battling, he had a Dawn fan. And also in that one Pikachu short of Pikachu's Vacation, there was Snubbull and Meryl. So it's kind of like those little sneak previews of the Gen 2 Pokemon. So that's actually kind of cool like that. But yeah, Ho actually is very well known for just holding the honor of like just appearing in the very first episode of the anime. And god damn it, this fucker keeps on spamming Recover. It was at this point that I kept trying to use Recover, and I was like, okay, can you just get in the damn ball already? Because it's very hard to catch. Like, it has a very low catch rate. And I'm actually having to use Rock Smash a few times. Like, I know it's actually not a good idea to use because, you know, being a flying type, then it's very resistant to it. But it's actually mainly because, you know, since Rock Smash actually does sometimes lower the physical defense of the Pokemon, so I figure if I were to do that, then get a little more strength, then should be able to bring a Ho to the red zone, and I have to be careful with that, make sure it doesn't faint. One thing I also forgot to mention is that one thing they actually fixed from Gen 1 is that, well, it's actually not so much of a fix, more like a convenience, is that if you either run away from the Legendary or actually defeat the Legendary, you can actually try again, though. You just have to beat the Elite Four again, and then after you do so, then the Legendary will respawn back to its original spot. I think it actually make it another attempt, so if you ever want to try catching it again, so at least they give you some more attempts if you ever want to catch the Pokemon, so that area won't be lost forever. So anyway, so yeah, I've already went back to normal speed because you already know that I actually managed to catch Ho, and there we go. Oh, that's been caught, and so with that, we have got two more of the two of those legendary mascots, and see the Pokedex entry. Oh, the rainbow Pokemon. It will reveal itself before a pure-hearted trainer by shining its bright rainbow-colored wings. All right, so with that, then you know that that's both the legendaries, and now now normally, you know, if I was actually really playing the the original copy of Crystal, then this actually would have been all the legendaries catch. Like, we would have already caught every single one of them, and so we can actually move on to the penultimate episode. However, since I am playing the virtual console release of Crystal, there is actually a little bonus there, and that bonus is from this event that none of us we can't really get to right now. But in that virtual console release only, they actually gave us the ability to encounter a certain mythical Pokemon that we normally wouldn't be able to get, but they actually gave that to us. They threw us a bone there. And what kind of mythical Pokemon is that? Well, let's find out. So we're not actually done with legendary hunting just yet. There's only one more to go. So I will see you guys next time.